Welcome to MS Tech Tunes. Today we are going to learn about Wheatstone bridge problem. This is the Wheatstone bridge circuit, which is consisting of 5 resistances and a voltage source, and a galvanometer is connected between points B and D. Here the 4 resistances are connected thoroughly and a 2 ohm resistor is connected to the voltage directly. The 5 resistances are 2 ohms, 4 ohms, 3 ohms, 1 ohms and 2 ohms. The voltage source supplied to this circuit is 4 volts. The direct current from the voltage source is I. At point A, the current is divided into two parts, that is I1 and I2. Here the current I at A divided into two parts, that is I1 and I2. After going towards the point B, the current I1 divides into Ig and also to another I1 minus Ig. Here the current at B is divided into Ig and I1 minus Ig because when we add these both currents we should get I1. I1 minus Ig plus Ig is equals to I1. So we can satisfy the Kirchhoff current law here. As Kirchhoff current law is the sum of current entering the junction is equal to sum of current leaving the junction. Here the current I2 at point D divides into one part. That means here the Ig and I2 combine at point D and gives output as I2 plus Ig towards C. Here the current flowing towards C is I2 plus Ig, and the current from the external battery source 4 volts is I. That means I equals to I1 plus I2. Here also we should get I1 plus I2. As here I1 minus Ig and I2 plus Ig are combining at point C, here we get Ig and Ig get cancelled and we get I1 plus I2. Here and here the currents are same. So the current flowing directions in this circuit is correct. Considering 3 loops in this circuit, here considering all the loops in clockwise direction, we get loop 1 ABDA, loop 2 BCDB and loop 3 ADCA. Writing the voltage drop across all the 5 resistances, we get the voltage drop across 2 ohms is 2I1, voltage drop across 4 ohms is 4I1 minus 4Ig, voltage drop across 3 ohms is 3I2 plus 3Ig, voltage drop across 1 ohms is I2, voltage drop across 2 ohms is 2I1 plus 2I2. Here the current flowing through 2 ohm resistor is I1, 4 ohm resistor is I1 minus Ig, current flowing through 3 ohm resistor is I2 plus Ig, current flowing through I2, 1 ohm resistor is I2, current flowing to 2 ohm resistor is I, that means I1 plus I2. Solving the all 3 loops equation by Kirchhoff voltage law, considering the current direction and movement direction and finding the loop equation by Kirchhoff voltage law, we get here as per the circuit diagram we got the voltage drop across galvanometer. That means the galvanometer has some resistance, that is 8 ohms. So the voltage drop across galvanometer is Ig into 8. That means the voltage drop across galvanometer is 8 Ig. Now apply KVL to loop 1, that means ABDA, we get here the current flowing through 2 ohm resistor is same direction of movement, so taken as minus 2I1, and current flowing through galvanometer is also same direction of movement, so taken as minus 8Ig. The current flowing through 1 ohm resistance is in opposite direction to movement, so taken as plus I2 equals to 0. Apply Kirchhoff voltage law to loop 2. Here the current flowing through 4 ohm resistor is in same direction of movement, so taken as minus I1 of minus Ig, so minus 4I1 plus 4Ig, and current flowing through 3 ohm resistor is in opposite direction to movement, so taken as positive, that means 3I2 plus 3Ig, and the current flowing through galvanometer is also opposite direction to movement, so taken as plus 8Ig equals to 0. Solving the equation we get minus 4I1 plus 3I2 plus 15Ig equals to 0. It considered as second equation. Now apply KVL to loop 3, we get here apply Kirchhoff voltage law to loop 3, that means ADCA. The current flowing through 1 ohm resistor is I2, that is the direction is taken in same direction, so taken as minus I2. Current flowing through 3 ohm resistor is I2 plus Ig, as it is in same direction of movement, so taken as minus I2 minus Ig, that means minus 3I2 minus 3Ig. Current flowing through 2 ohm resistor is in same direction to movement, so taken as minus 2I, that means minus 2I1 minus 2I2, and the voltage drop is here 4 ohms. As the direction is moving from minus terminal to positive terminal, that is increase in potential, so taken as plus 4. Solving the equation we get 2I1 plus 6I2 plus 3Ig equals to 4. that is considered as third equation. Here the first, we got three equations, equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. To find the value of I1, I2 and Ig, we have to solve equation 1 and 2. Solving equation 1 and 2, we get equation 4, that means minus 2I2 minus 39Ig equals to 0. As we have eliminated the I2 value in solving equation 1 and 2, in solving equation 2 and 3 also, we have to eliminate I2. This should be done because to acquire a minimum value, that means I1 or I2. If the considering I1 and I2 are different in these equations, then we cannot get the answer. The term eliminated in solving the equation 1 and 2 should be eliminated in equation 2 and 3. We got the equation 5, that is minus 10I1 minus 27Ig equals to 0. Now we have to solve these equation 4 and 5. We get, by solving the equation 1 and 2, we got equation 4, that is minus 2I1 minus 39Ig equals to 0. As we have to eliminate the same term I2 in equation 2 and 3, we got equation 5 minus 10I1 minus 27Ig equals to 4. Here it is equals to minus 4 as we have multiplied on both sides. Here considering equation 4 and 5, equation 4 is minus 2I1 minus 3Ig equals to 0. Equation 5 is minus 10I1 minus 27Ig equals to 4. Solving them and eliminating, because here solve them by eliminating I1, as to find Ig we get. We are finding Ig, so we have to eliminate the term, another term, that is I1. Now solving them by eliminating I1 as to find Ig, we get equation 4 into 9, equation 5 into 1. Here the equation 4 is minus 2I1 minus 3Ig equals to 0. Equation 5 is minus 10I1 minus 27Ig equals to minus 4. Multiplying equation 4 with 9, we get minus 18I1 minus 27Ig equals to 0. Multiplying equation 5 with 1, we get minus 10I1 minus 27Ig minus 4. Solving the equation, we get minus 8I1 equals to plus 4. So here I1 equals to minus 4 by minus 8 equals to minus 1 by 2 equals to minus 0.5 amperes. Substitute the I1 value in equation 4, we get the value of Ig. Here the equation 4 is minus 2I1 minus 3Ig equals to 0. Substituting the value of I1 in this, we get minus 2 of minus 0.5 minus 3Ig equals to 0. Minus 2 into minus 0.5 equals to 1. Transferring the minus 3Ig to other side, we get 1 equals to 3Ig. Ig equals to 1 by 3. It implies the value of Ig is 0.33 amps. At last, the current flowing through galvanometer is approximately equals to 0.33 amps. This problem may be in different form and in long form, but it is somewhat easy and difficult to solve the equation. The equation solving is very important in this problem, and finding the Ig is important. As the question itself asks to find the galvanometer current, so here Ig is 0.33 amps. Thanks. Follow and subscribe for more and more videos.